Welcome
to the Bring Me to Life podcast.
It's time to wake up
and shine on.
Welcome, everybody, to the Bring Me to Life podcast. This is episode 198, and it's going to be a good one. My name is Selaman, as always, joined by Miss Shannon Shine.
Thanks for waking up and shining on with us, guys. We got a good abundance discussion coming. We've been talking about abundance the last few weeks. It's been kind of nice having these themes for the month. Last month we talked about divine relationships, and we're still getting some good feedback on that. We actually released kind of spicy episode on Patreon about, expanding your relationship, understanding your relationship boundaries and things like that. So if you're interested in that discussion, check out the Patreon, the Bring Me to Life Patreon. Yeah. But today we're going to be checking in with all of you. We asked our audience, listeners, fans, friends, soul fam, you guys listening. We asked you what abundance, means to you. And we got quite a good assortment of responses.
We did get quite a great assortment, and you all have been listening to us talk about divine abundance a lot, but we wanted to give you all the opportunity to share what you think it means, or actually more than what you think it means, what it means to you. And I think that is big because there's no right or wrong here. There is only our perspective, and I'm excited to share more than just mine and yours.
Yeah, abundance is one of those words. It's almost like a feeling. It's like an emotion, and it can be, explained in so many different ways. It's like asking somebody what love is, or what joy is, or what fun is. And, you can feel abundant, and somebody else could think that, abundance means something totally different. So I'm excited to share these different, submissions we've gotten here. And it's just so good to have a community that actually responds. So thank you all for responding. We put out a comment on Instagram. So if you want to find us on Instagram to be part of these future discussions, find Bring Me to Life Network with, I believe there's little dots in between each word.
But if you just search Bring Me to Life with a number 2, you're
going to find it. Yeah, it's our little dude with the hands in the air, like you just don't care. Yeah. Bring Me to Life stance. So you can go find that. We also have our Bring Me to Life community group on Facebook, and we both asked on our personal Facebook. So find us on the social medias, guys, so you can participate, or again, join Patreon, and we're going to do some future things. We would just love to hear from you. But so abundance.
We would love to hear from you, and we're talking about divine abundance. I would like to just jump into this. We have a bunch to get through, and then afterwards we'll do a little reading meditation. But I'll jump in first, if that's okay.
Go for it.
And this one was from Facebook, and their name's Brandy, and they said to them, divine abundance is proof that your life is aligning exactly the way that it's meant to. Abundance of love, self and from others, abundance of patience, and abundance of caring, etc. Thank you. That. Yeah, thank you, Brandy. That was a really, beautiful perspective on divine abundance. I definitely feel and vibe into that one as well. Aligning exactly the way that it's meant to.
Yeah, I love that she has abundance of love from yourself and from others. So it's like, that abundance comes from starting within, which is powerful. And patience, an abundance of patience is a really good thing to have, especially when you're going through, a transformation, and you want others around you to be, in that moment with you. And sometimes things are a little shifty. Yeah. So,
Louise Hay once said in one of her talks that self-love will open the door for you to love others. So that self-love and the love from others is really connected, I feel like.
So beautiful and powerful.
Thank you, Brandy.
Brandy. All right, so I have one from Instagram, and it's from our friend Mooney. We love our friend Mooney. It says, divine abundance means knowing my worth and my ability to manifest. Divine abundance is relational, and it thrives on gratitude. Ooh, I love that. I love that she has embraced that, because I've just seen her go from such a well, just like a different understanding of abundance and not knowing if she was worthy of it. And she's so
Yes.
beyond worthy. And it's been just like triggering all over the place.
Yes. A lot of us feel that, even though we maybe have climbed Mount Everest or done some of the coolest shit, like even then we still have that. So, congratulations, Mooney, for working through it, and congratulations to all of us for continuing to allow ourselves to claim that worthiness.
Yeah. And the gratitude thing is a big key to it. And it's like, there's a song called Already Here by Srikala. And it's like, everything you want is already here with a dash of I'm so grateful. Watch it drop into the physical. And it's like, when you are just grateful for something, or like the opportunity to have an experience or to be abundant, it's so much easier to be in that flow state and to remember that everything you want is already here.
Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you, Mooney. Appreciate that. Our next one comes from our friend Melissa. So thank you for sending this in, Melissa. She said, always having enough when you need it, even when you don't think you will. Something always comes through. Lots of trust and faith. Yeah, it's quite amazing when some miracle happens, because say, for example, my friend Nick, he needed a miracle in order to, pay all of his bills because he fell into some trouble. And then all of a sudden he just had like a big chunk of money just miraculously flow into the bank the exact moment that he needed it.
It's pretty crazy how things will happen if you just have faith and you hold on to that understanding that the universe wants to have your back.
Yeah.
I've had several similar things happen, but that faith is really key in knowing that something just will find its way. And we've talked about that on several other episodes where you went on the trip cross country with basically little to nothing at some of the points. And every time you needed food, it would appear. Every time you needed, water or other supplies, it would always find a way. Yeah.
I would say I had zero money for over half the trip. We had... So, I mean, like, we made money based on just playing music on the street or just, like, holding signs. Basically, we tried to make people's day by, like, being funny and, like, doing handstands and, like, telling everybody. Instead of, like, we need money, we just said, have a great day, and danced. And, like, we didn't ask for money, but people knew that's what we were doing. We just allowed them that opportunity to be like, hey, I'm going to do this for you, instead of us being like, do this for me.
I mean, when you first got here... No offense, but you didn't have any money, and you were in a really kind of breaking down car, and you were just in a very interesting transitional situation, and you've gotten quite abundant since then. Maybe not like,
not to the point where I'm ready to like take off. I'm still in the nest. Like it's been a long process of being able to find the value, the spiritual and divine value of money, and it's taken me a long time, but I'm finally starting to open up to that, and I really want to be able to have that divine abundance so I can help my friends when they need it, so I can invest in the community more, so I can expand our community more. There's so many great things I could do, and I really want to bring abundance to not just my life, but all of our community's lives.
When you did get here, you had an abundance of knowledge, an abundance of faith, and an abundance of love. So just because you didn't have an abundance of financial money does not mean you did not have an abundance of things to your energy.
Yeah, no, I'm working on finding that abundance of money as at the same time as finding balance with everything else. So not letting one thing get too much and kind of letting the others go.
Yeah, but you definitely have lots of trust and lots of faith, which is what Melissa mentioned. So thank you, Melissa.
Thank you, Melissa.
Beautiful. All right, we got one from our friend Ashton from Spaceship Earth, who, by the way, he just released a song called Dreams that is a collab with one of his vocalist friends. Yeah. So you should check out Spaceship Earth's new song.
Really cool song.
He said, abundance is the natural state of nature and creation. When things and creatures are not thriving in abundance, it is because something is out of alignment with the group. So that's a powerful perspective of it, to see it as a natural state of creation, that, abundance is a birthright. To have everything you need is a birthright. And especially if you're somebody who is, like more spiritual or religious, like the Creator created us to have an experience and to have everything we need, and to have faith that everything we need would be met as long as we lived in a like cohesive way and in alignment with the space around us, the energies around us, like the world around us. So I think that's a beautiful explanation. I'm going to read it again. Abundance is the natural state of nature and creation. So when things and creatures are not thriving in abundance, it's usually because something is out of alignment within the group.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like frogs, bees, birds, every animal, bunnies especially. Yeah, I mean, they just create and create and create. Like they are abundant in numbers. They have a lot of sex.
You would go there. You would go there. But in general, I see what he's saying though, because when people travel in numbers and communities and groups and even trios, there's this like sense of energy of just feeling abundant. At one point in time, he was one of our roommates. Spaceship Earth was one of our roommates. And when we would do projects and programs together, it was like abundance would just flow if we were all in alignment. But if one of us kind of got, just unfocused, or if something, emotional happened in one of our worlds, it could kind of shake that. And the energy you surround yourself with can kind of shake that too. So you want to make sure you're in alignment with the energy and the beings around you. And that doesn't mean that everybody has to be perfect or, always on top of things, because life happens, but it means that you find a way to co-create the energy around you and hold space for people as they transition.
Absolutely. Thank you, Ashton. That was really, really awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome explanation. Yeah, and I mentioned the bunnies and stuff and like the animals because they naturally want to reproduce. They naturally have those urges to do all that stuff, and that's just the universe being abundant within itself, And I love life. So thank you, life, for being so abundant. Moving on now, we're going to go to our friend Mallory, who said, peace that passes all understanding.
That's a beautiful way to look at it. Abundance is peace that passes all understanding. It's just being at peace and like accepting everything you need being around you. And like, there's so much rush.
Shake that rust
There's
off.
so much rushing and, like just trying to be in a fast-paced society to hustle. I think I was trying to say hustle and rush at the same time. And there's so much like hustling to the reality right now. Like I must hustle to be abundant. I must hustle to, be financially free. But it's like, no, when you're at peace, you are more often in alignment and in flow. Like I find when I'm like in that mindset that I am lacking and I need to, make money or make a sale or do this or that, it's just like blocked. But, if I go for a walk or I just work on something creative or I dance, then finding that inner peace usually brings the abundance I need, kind of like you said with your friend. Yeah. Like he was just like, all right, I'm just going to kind of relax and stop stressing it. And then it just happened.
Yeah. It is so cool when you're just doing something that you enjoy, or maybe you're just like taking a nap, or maybe you're out in nature just meditating, and then you're just feeling good about life, and then you come back and boom, you got a sale, or boom, like you have a big chunk of money or something.
I love when that happens because, I sell jewelry and I sell art. And like, so last night I was like, oh, it's the full moon. And every full moon I like to put out new jewelry pieces because crystals go out in the full moon. And it just makes sense to me to have new pieces for the full moon. So I stayed up late, was like, oh, I got to get these on here. And, we also have monthly bills. So if there's a monthly jewelry release, it helps me pay my bills. And then I was like trying to not stress, but just get them up there. And then I was like, it doesn't matter. Tomorrow I'm going to go. Today I was going to hang out with a friend. I hadn't seen him in a while. And I just didn't pay attention to the jewelry at all and was just like, if it's meant to be, it'll be. And then I went for a walk with my friends and we had like a socially distant just hangout, and it was really nice. And then I checked my my sale, or like my jewelry, and I'd already sold like 3 or 4 of the pieces out of like the 10 or whatever I released at the time. And it was just like, wow, because I was at peace and I was having joy with my friends around me. It was just such a powerful thing to let go of the expectation or the need to be focused on that for a while. And it was powerful. But this is a shameless plug that I have some new jewelry pieces up, and you can go check them out at shantasticshine.com/shopping, where I also just updated my website and it feels extra fancy now. So I would love feedback on it. Go check it out.
Awesome.
Especially if you're feeling abundant. I have a few abundance pendants. So if you want a crystal to call in more abundance, there you go. Shameless plug there. You guys love me. All right.
Lovely.
Move to the next
We
one.
appreciate your shameless plugs. And some nice jewelry. So that's a great story. Yeah. Relax into that abundance, feel that peace of abundance.
All right. So the next one is from our friend Mason at Cosmic Landings. He's been doing some cool meditations. Go check out Cosmic Landings.
He's on YouTube.
So he says, divine abundance is everything around me. From the open window to the faucet that provides water, from time to time we fall out of the abundance and we feel at lack. So a helpful tip when in lack state is to cultivate gratitude and practice. He also says, thank you, Shannon and CeeLo. I really enjoyed your abundance series and I like to listen to it while driving. So if you're listening to this while driving, we love you, Mason. Thanks for tuning in and being a part of the Bring Me to Life family.
Yeah, thank you.
So he says abundance is everything around him.
I like that a lot.
That's beautiful. The windows, the faucets, the water. So this morning I did a meditation on Insight Timer, and we talked a lot about water and how powerful it is to, just infuse it. That's been a practice that's
water blessings.
Really just changing my day.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is a powerful practice and it is legit. There's scientific fact of it. It's been researched for a long time.
But during my meditation too, it wasn't even just like blessing the water. It was like today's discussion. I did a talk on bringing more joy into your life. So if you like hearing little talks and meditations, check us out on Insight Timer. We do some cool things there. But today's was joy. And it was like, you should experience a little bit of joy if you got clean water in your house, whether it comes from a spigot or you have to go to a spring and get it. Just the fact that you easily have access to clean water, that's some abundance right there. Yeah. You're an abundant person.
Absolutely.
Get a shower in your house. What?
Yeah. It's powerful practice when you're able to find that abundance in your life somewhere, even if you're, if you live in your car, and you just find a nice spot in nature, like, that abundance is around you, and it's a matter of what you allow to manifest into your life. So, let's relax, let's accept it, let's find it around us, and then allow that to deepen and create more abundance and keep that growing. It can be infinite, it can keep growing. It doesn't have to ever stop. So, you want to move on to the next one?
Yeah.
This one's from our friend Nick, Male Nicky. He says, divine abundance is what is meant for you, will always be accessible and resistance free.
That's true. Like when something's meant for you, there's typically a little bit less resistance. Now, I won't say you don't have to fight for things, but once you hit that state of abundant flow, it does just kind of find its way to you.
Yeah, I like that a lot. What is meant for you will always be accessible. We have all the tools that we need to succeed in this life, and we can find those within. We always like to go out of our way to seek the opinions of others and to seek, answers from others, which there's nothing wrong with that. But the only way we're actually going to find the truth in our perspective is to go within and to ask those questions and connect with our higher self and see what we really truly resonate with.
Beautiful. I agree.
Yeah. You have any more on
I have one more from the Instagram.
Okay.
It's from our friend Cami from Luminous by Camilla Bruce. Go check her out. She's a photographer in the Bring Me to Life community. And she says, divine abundance is becoming aware that we are first and foremost spiritual beings, that we are here to be and to create and to connect. And divine abundance comes when we realize that abundance is everything and everywhere, and it's available to all. Awareness of abundance from within allows us to see the abundance without as well.
Yeah, that resonates a lot, and it kind of, reminds me of some of the other comments, and I love seeing those similarities where a lot of us kind of have a certain vibration that we each resonate with.
Mm-hmm. We all are on our own unique frequencies, and that's why abundance can mean so many different things to so many people.
Yeah. We got another one who said, Rishi, who said, peace of mind, a peace of mind. That's very similar to, some of the other ones as well. Peace, it's seeming, is a big one. And then our friend Christina said, divine abundance is being open to receive all of the infinite blessings the universe has to offer.
That's a good one. To just allow yourself to receive. That's such a powerful thing. And so many people don't realize they're blocking themselves from receiving energy.
Yeah.
Because, when I was raised, I was taught to, never ask for water or food if I was at a friend's house. And to,
You were taught to not ask for water?
Yeah, I was told to not ask for anything unless it was offered to me.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're thirsty and you're at your friend's house and you're like in middle school.
I mean, even still, sometimes I don't really ask people for a beverage or anything because it's like I was taught that it has to be offered to me first usually.
Yeah, but unless if you go to somebody's house and they're the type of people you gotta ask if you want something.
I mean, still, even very much so, I'm kind of introverted in that way, and it's, I think, because of my programming as a kid. So it's taken me a long time to accept, like, if someone's like, oh, I don't mind, like, I'm going to the market, do you want me to grab anything? I'm like, yeah, let me make sure I get you some money. And they'll be like, it's fine, like, especially if you just need something little. Like today my friend offered to get some like French fries because he was going to somewhere and he was getting food for him and my friend, and I was like, I don't have any money on me right this second. And he just looked at me like I was insane because it was like $2 French fries and he just wanted to get them for me. So it's like some of us have been programmed to not accept that, and I was like, thank you, like I appreciate that you're willing to do that. And it's like I wouldn't think twice if I was offering somebody. I would just be like, yeah, it's fine, like don't even think about it. So I'm more willing to give sometimes than receive. So
we gotta find that balance.
Program I'm working on.
Gotta find that balance and get out of your comfort zone. If you struggle with accepting things, then how do you expect the universe to give to you if you're struggling to accept things? So learn to get out of your comfort zone and just begin to accept things, especially if you're that kind of person who gives more than takes. There's a bunch of people who take more than they give, and you're definitely not one of them, and you don't have to worry about that. Just continue to find that balance, and everything's going to work out. But get out of that comfort zone. Accept the money. Accept the opportunities. You're worthy.
You are worthy. We're all worthy.
Our last one is from our friend Billy, and he said, divine abundance is gratitude always.
Beautiful. Thanks, Billy.
Yeah.
Awesome. So those are some good responses as to what abundance means, and they're all so very unique and different. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah, that was really awesome. I appreciate all of you who sent in your perspective, and, it's really great to hear from you. So thank you.
Yeah, make sure if you want to communicate with us, you join us at the Bring Me to Life community on Facebook. That's where we like to post content related to the podcast. You guys can have discussions about things like spiritual topics. We ask that you keep it, friendly and positive for the most part. We like to see new music that is uplifting, and just create community, safe community.
Yay.
Shuffling some cards here. I grabbed the Secret Language of Light deck, Transmissions from Your Soul, because I wanted to pull a card for you guys. And how you feeling, Silo? Do you feeling good about today's podcast? Yeah, that was really cool, just reading what other people thought, and I really enjoy that. And everybody had such great answers, and it was nice seeing some of the similarities coming through, and just it's nice because we all have a difference, like we're unique. But we also have so many similarities. So to be able to be a witness to that, the diversity and also the similarities at the same time, it's really cool. Yeah. So this is really funny. So I just talked about how I do meditations on Insight Timer, and I We'll often do a little discussion for about 20 minutes, and then I'll do like a 15-20 minute meditation. And I usually pull a card to begin and end it. And today, again, in my discussion was on joy. So I do these on Tuesdays and Sundays at 12 Eastern Standard Time. But today's card was the Nourish card, and I literally just pulled it again. So it really must be the collective message. So that's just like proof that these cards are very interesting. So the collective message for both this morning and this evening is the Nourish card. And it's a good message, remembering it earlier. So I'm going to share it with all you. It says, you are loved and you are love. This is a reminder that you are part of the soul star, and so is Gaia, the soul of Earth, and the divine cleansing that is expanding the love of all. So honor your temple, honor your body, for it's the physical manifestation of your soul. And in doing so, you honor the earth, for she is the physical manifestation of Gaia's soul. So don't judge your environment or your body. Just be discerning about what you focus on and digest what feels most helpful. Gaia knows how grateful you are because you are here. She wants to remind you of your worthiness and that abundance and ease are your birthright. So there's your confirmation there. You're creating beauty, intimacy, and deeper connections with Gaia and your higher self just by playing here on Earth. Feel Gaia's love and embrace everywhere, in nature, in a backyard, in your plants, in your mind's eye. And if there's something that you want to change about you or your Gaia's body, connect with your soul and be inspired by a new push that will lead you to this desire. On this planet, all is forever moving into a more and more love frequency. It says this might be a good time to get a massage or some sort of beauty treatment, to give yourself Reiki or to receive Reiki or any other healing therapies. And first thing every morning, spend just 5 minutes doing something that you love, something that brings you joy, something that makes you feel abundant. And when you take care of your needs, remember that you have more energy to give others. And then it has a little journal prompt. If you're somebody who likes to journal, it says, consider drawing or writing about 3 or more things that you would love to do. If you can dream it and believe it, then you can create it and you can receive it.
Yeah.
So I think that's really powerful.
Yeah.
So there has a little meditation that comes with this practice here. And if you think it's about time to wrap it up, I'll close this out with this little meditation.
Yeah. I think it's about time.
All right. So I'm going to say this meditation, and then we'll probably head out. If you're listening, we're grateful for you. And Mason, if you're driving, you can meditate with us later, buddy.
Just keep your eyes open if you're out there walking around or driving around.
But if you're somewhere safe with us, you can go ahead and close your eyes for just a moment. Place your hand on your heart if you feel guided. Take a nice deep breath in. Move your awareness to a place within that feels balanced and soft. And as you breathe out, let go of any resistance in your body or mind, anything that feels hard. And focus on your breathing until your whole body just feels soft and relaxed or focused. Take as long as you like here. We're going to spend just a few seconds here together as a group. And focus on the feeling of abundance. The feeling of knowing that you have everything you need. It's already here. Everything you want, it's already here. Knowing how you can control how you feel by focusing on the softness within you. And if you find yourself being distracted by the outside world or your thoughts, gently bring yourself back to your breathing and to your soft inner self. Your soft inner world as you float in this space for just another moment. And allow your soul to reveal to you your highest, most loving, most fun, most exciting, most abundant way to be in this world. How does that feel? To be in a state that is most loving, most fun, most exciting, and most abundant. And to have everything you want already here. if you can, try to smile and really just embrace that feeling and just giggle about it. Like, yeah, everything I want really is already here. And if I can just believe it, take a little step towards it each day, find that flow state. And when you feel ready, you can open your eyes, knowing how special you really are. And that the universe has your back. You can become more present here.
Ding.
Wiggling your toes, your fingers, and joining us back in your space.
What a lovely meditation, and what a lovely meditation guide there.
Thanks. If you enjoy it, you can find me on Insight Timer.
Yeah, yeah, definitely check her out.
No, it's been so fun. Like, Insight Timer is really neat. We used to do meditations just in our little hometown here, and it wasn't, getting the response that we were hoping to expand. But in an Insight Timer, we can reach people all over the globe. We have people from all over, and it's just such a beautiful, powerful experience. So it is pretty neat.
It is. It is awesome. Also, check us out on Patreon. Because we have a lot of cool stuff, some exclusive spicy episodes, some events that we do each month.
We do workshop, we do some sort of sound ceremonies, some card readings. We are just looking to do more content on there. We got, like Sela said, some spicy podcasts, some throwback podcasts. We're going to have some more upcoming things. We got some new podcasts coming to the Bring Me to Life network. If you haven't checked out bringmetolife.com lately, we have new podcasts coming every week by a variety of hosts. We got some new hosts starting this week and next month. And
bringing in some international hosts.
Yeah, UK's coming in awesomely. We got 2 new UK hosts starting in the next week or 2, so stay tuned for that. I think one is this week and one's in about 2 or 3 weeks, so check out bringmetolife.com with the number 2, and there's some other articles and good stuff there for you. If you have a spiritual article you would like to submit, send it to us at projectbringmetolife@gmail.com and we'll check it out.
Or you can just go to bringmetolife.com and fill out the form.
Bam! There's so many cool things at bringmetolife.com.
Just check out bringmetolife.com. Everything is there.
There's radio. There's free radio. You like high vibe music? Go check out bringmetolife.com. You want to see podcasts?
Do you like commercial free music?
What?
Do you enjoy not getting interrupted every other song?
Oh man, that sounds great. It's all high vibe, positive
all
music.
All high vibe music, straight music with no breaks, no commercials.
bringmetolife.com/radio. Go check it out. We love you guys. We hope you've enjoyed this podcast. Next month, we're going to be talking about planting seeds and growth and expansion.
Yeah.
We would love to hear feedback from you. Thanks for letting us know that you are out there. Thanks for sharing what abundance means to you. And we're grateful for you. You make us feel like we are so very abundant and amazing people in our life. So,
yes. Stay awake.
And shine on always. For many of us, spirituality is just the quest to find essence or true meaning and to really just connect with a higher consciousness.
Connecting with your spirituality is very important in this life. By becoming mindful of all of it, you can realize where you are and if that is leading you to where you want to go.
Listen to the little simple things, because it's those little simple things that are going to shift you vibrationally in such a way that will prepare you to become very intuitively minded and ready to step forward on the next part of your path.
I hope you can feel the love that's inside you, that's inside me, that connects us.
Thanks for shining on with us.